Gold market right now, I'm expecting a pause. So this pause may last a couple of days, maybe even a week or two, but I see a little bit more upside come out of gold. Then it's game over for you guys. It's all dead, big crash, that's it, game over for gold. Well, not necessarily completely game over, but also stock market, guys. Stock market looks like it's actually starting to make a really nice move to the upside, especially the good old Dow Jones as well too. The good old DJ looks like it's actually getting ready for another move to the upside. Plus also a lot of things going on with the actual markets today. Now guys, one thing that I really want to sort of start off with here is what's happening with the stock market overall and where we are in the big overall sort of picture here. If I bring this up to here and I show this here to you, you'll be able to start to see that we are right here. We are at this level where we are now on the Dow Jones. Now, if I bring on, let me bring on all my moving averages here for a minute. You'll be able to start to see this. You'll be able to start to see that we're in a very nice trending upward movement. And one thing I've noticed, it's actually called this is more like what's called a channel trade. Let me actually show you what I mean here. So if I bring this up to here, this is a screenshot that I normally take for all my traders from here. And when it comes down to my trading system and so on and so forth, this is actually my trading setup I'm looking for here, guys. Oh, I'm running a webinar today, guys. If you want to learn my trading system, first link in the description there. And I'll show you all the details. But one of the things I call them the channel trade, as you can see here, is because one of the things I've noticed about the markets and the markets as a whole, and let me actually bring it down to here. I'll show you an example here of what I'm talking about so you can see what I'm talking about here. So see this here. One thing I've noticed is that when the market breaks above resistance levels here, right, the market breaks above resistance, and then what ends up happening is that we end up going sideways for a bit. If we do start to kick up above this high up here, then there's a high probability we're about to see a really nice move to the upside. See that through there? I've just noticed this is what's called like channel trade. I call it a channel trade for me anyway. It's one of the trades there. This level here. So this is the template here, right? This is the template here. As you can see, this one right here is exactly what I'm talking about here. The market round comes up, goes sideways a bit, and then we have a breakout. And typically when that happens, if I can show you some more examples, like here's an example here, right? Same sort of thing, right? We had this resistance, we pop back up. You can see how we actually had this sideways move here first, sideways slide down, and it was at that resistance level. That typically means we're about to see another move to the upside. Let me see if I can show you some more examples. And this is what it looks like here, right? So this is an example here. You can see here, first, step one is we break up and we go sideways. Previous resistance is going up, it's going sideways, and we hold the level of support here. That's step number one, okay? Now for me, for a trading setup, this is what I'm looking for, a trading setup, but overall general basis as well too. So this is the reason why I'm saying that with the Dow Jones. Step number two is what? Boom. So step number two is we typically get a break up above that resistance level. So step one is it's sort of a sideways pattern. Resistance breaks up above resistance, goes sideways at support. Step two is we get up a break above that resistance. And step three, we typically get a, now, I'm not expecting the Dow Jones to do this here, but I'm trying to show you an example of how these markets sort of operate. So you can go back to the good old DJ like, right? So this is the chart here. See how it's very, very similar? And then we end up getting and that's actually the bearish trades as well too. But I'll focus on the bullish here because the good old Dow Jones right now is focusing on, it looks like we're actually getting something really similar where we're getting the break above and we're getting this sideways pattern here. So do we continue sideways here or not? Or are we getting ready to see a nice move to the upside? One market that I'm sort of focused on as well too is the good old Nasdaq. Let's go to the Nasdaq 100 here. And if I bring this down to here, looks like the Nasdaq's just been basing out here. This is what's called an energy refueling phase. We have energy using, we've been going through the upside, energy using all to the upside. Then we actually have this sideways pattern here. So now we've been what's called energy using. I'm actually expecting another leg coming to the upside. So it looks like the Nasdaq, the Dow looks like it's about to go through. And if I look at the S&P 500, if the S&P 500 gives us something like this, if we actually get a breakout like that and we start to get some volume, we're about to see another move to the upside out of the S&P 500. Let's go look at the silver price here. Silver is just holding here really nicely here, just holding here really strongly. Again, silver is a bit of a wildcat in itself, but if we go to the big picture here, one thing I want to share this with you here is Let me go to this chart here, right? Actually, I'll bring this chart up to here, right? This is anyway, I'll bring this chart up to here. I want to show you what I'm seeing here. So if I go back to silver here, I'm using, this is now trading view. And I want to show you this here because you can see where we're getting very, very, very close. So this resistance, this is the weekly chart resistance over here, as you can see. So we're getting this massive resistance level through here. Or you see all that, if I zoom right in, that's that massive, see, this is a weekly bar, 1 and 2, 3. So around about that 43, maybe even a bit lower, that 40, high 42s. Once we get into the 42 range, then that's when we're going to start to get into danger territory, right? Of a resistance. So we're there right now. So what I'm seeing right now, if I bring up, that was the weekly chart. This is the daily chart. This is the daily chart. We're almost at that level of what? That resistance over there. So a bit of a pause here right now. Bit of a pause. I'm expecting one more little push to the upside. But this little push is now getting towards the end of this move. What does that simply mean? That simply means on the good old, we've actually been going up for quite some time. Right? We've been going up for quite some time. So what I'm expecting is that, and now I'm expecting one more little push to the upside. Boom. And that's it. Done and dusted. All over. Zero. Out. Right? And then we start to see something like that coming into like that as well too. If I look at the actual gold price as well, gold price actually had a break here. So we went sideways. Gold actually broke up to the upside here. But if I go to the actual, the gold price itself, you'll be able to see a few things here. If I bring on my moving averages, my 52, my 24, and my 9, all strong trending to the upside. Very, very, very strong to the upside. Now, what I'm expecting here is this is the first leg here. I'm expecting maybe a bit of a pause now. You can see we're getting too far away from the 9 moving average. I'm actually expecting maybe to get the moving averages start to fan out here, start to fan out, and maybe a bit of a, we may go hold here and then pay through here, or we'll probably then maybe spend maybe a week or two going sideways. Just basing out, we just came out of this level here, so I'm expecting here. And then I'm expecting something like that to come up to level there. We may get another pause through here. But ultimately, I see that 4,000 target. How did I get the 4,000 target? It's just a guess, really. But then I see, like I've been sort of talking about for a while now, then I see that just like all major bull markets, right? All major bull markets, especially this very big bull market here, and especially this very big bull market here, we're getting towards the end of this big guy, right? And we're probably likely to see something like that coming into next year from this. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys, on the overall basis. And one of the things that I'm also seeing right now is we're starting to go through a major shift when it comes to the interest rates, right? So the interest rates right now, this is the interest rates here, and this is the 10-year, right? This is the 30-year, as you can see, all through there. And then all through there as well too. Let me bring this up to here, right? 2-year, 30-year, and you can see also the 10-year as well too. Now, let me show you this here when it comes to this market. Let me take off all the moving averages so you can see what I'm looking at here. Actually, I'll keep those two on. Look what's happening now. See how we've actually broken below this level here? But what is that really, right? What is that? That is what? Oh, there we go, right? That is what? That is through here. So maybe, just maybe, we're completing a massive topping formation. The cracks are starting to really show and the interest rates are really starting to come down through here. Therefore, maybe things like TLT and TMF are about to actually finally start to catch a bid after it's given them hell for 4 or 5 years. Maybe we're starting to come down to here, which actually makes sense because as the interest rates are starting to come down, I believe this is actually heading into, because I believe 2026 is going to be a recessionary year. By the way, traders, if you're serious about leveling up your trading, I've opened up 10 spots to my Inner Circle coaching program. This is where I share all my best trading strategies I trade every single day. You get access to my scans that I use all the time as well too. Every single week, I do a live weekly group coaching session for the Inner Circle group. And my whole goal there is to help you become a well-rounded master trader. Emotional management, trade management, letting your profits run, cutting losses short, and all the different discipline, patience, all the different areas to help you become a well-rounded master trader. And also, you get access to an exclusive committed group of all the Inner Circle group so you can communicate with them. And that's our private Inner Circle group as well too. But this is what I want you to do right now. This is only application only. We're only looking for committed traders. And if you're ready to go, then that's for you. There should be a link in the description there, or go to getjohnshelp.com right now. Go fill out the application form. It's only for the first 10 only, because I like to keep the group really small. So go there right now. Go to getjohnshelp.com right now. Go fill out the application form, and I will personally be speaking to you on the phone, and we'll go from there to see if you're a good fit for what I'm looking for. Speak to you soon, traders.